Hi, I'm Justine Louise. Welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be reviewing and showing you a new item that I just bought from Marc Jacobs, Marc Jacobs Beauty. It is the Marc Jacobs Enamored with Coconut set. It's a 4-piece gift set that includes a primer, highlighter, lip gloss, and a setting spray. So I ordered this from Sephora a couple weeks ago, and it came a couple days ago, and it comes in this beautiful white box, and then when you open it up, it has another box inside, but it's actually a reusable box. I love it. It's just a plain white box, and then it has a tie here that pulls out, so you can actually use this like as a jewelry box or something. You can definitely make some sort of use out of it, and it's just a nice, sleek, compact box, so I love that. So inside here, you get 4 products, and one of them is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Spray. Now this is the full size. It's a plastic container. It looks like frosted glass, but it's plastic. The next item is, sorry, they're a little difficult to pop out of here, is the highlighter. It's a gold cream highlight product, and this also is a full size, and it's in a frosted glass container. And there is a primer, and this is a coconut primer, and this also is full size. And last but not least is a little mini of a lip gloss, and this one I think is called French Tickler. So it's just a mini size, but it's still a great size to use. So anyway, I'm going to go through each one of the products and tell you how they worked and what I've been using them for, etc., etc. So let's start off with the setting spray. Now I actually don't really use setting sprays. I've used the Urban Decay one, and it is really great for keeping your makeup in place all day long, but I tend to forget to use them, and I don't really need extended length wear products. I don't need them to last 12 hours or whatever you need them for, or for a full night out. If I was going for a special occasion, I would probably use it, but for the most part, it's just a step that I forget, can't be bothered, etc. So anyway, I thought I would try this because it came as a nice set. I've been very interested in Marc Jacobs products, especially their summer collection, after hearing all the hype last year about the tan bronzer. So my initial impression of this, first of all, the spray is horrible. It's not a fine mist. Like if you've used like say the Tatcha Dewy Mist, it's just like a light refreshing mist. This comes out in a line like this and a line like this. It even came on the bottle with a little tag that said, please hold down firmly, like a full press to get the benefits of the spray. To me personally, I think it's a defective spray nozzle. It's just not good. It comes out, like I said, like a line, and then when I do a second pump, it's another line, so then I miss the middle. It comes out in an arc, and it's a very strong spray. So it's a bit of off-putting, and I find it kind of almost to the point of like dripping. So not crazy about the technology behind the bottle. Doesn't really smell like coconut. I don't smell anything coconut, yet it claims to be a coconut product. I think it says there's four or five coconut products in here. I don't smell anything, but anyway, that's just me. And as far as making my makeup last, I've used it a couple of times now, and I haven't noticed any longevity in my makeup. So for me, this wasn't that great. I definitely wouldn't repurchase it, but anyway, I'm going to continue using it because it's supposed to have hydrating benefits and maybe things that I don't see that are happening, like skincare. So I will continue using it, and it does look quite pretty on my vanity. The next product is the primer. Just one thing I just wanted to mention. These are both the exact same size bottle, but the amount of product in here is smaller than this one. This one is, I think it was 23 ml of product, and this one's 30. So you can kind of see that the bottle isn't quite full. You can see like that gap. So if find that a bit weird. Why not just fill the bottle? Anyway, whatever. He obviously had lots of these bottles, so just wanted to use them and for simplicity's sake. But anyway, back to the primer. So this is the coconut primer. I do use primers. I honestly haven't really found one that is my holy grail. I've used some that are quite good, none that I'm just enamored with. So this is a white. It goes on nice and sheer. It's not like a dimethicone kind of feeling. It's not waxy. It just goes on like skincare, almost like a very sheer moisturizer. I don't smell any coconut again. I don't know. Anyway, I can't smell any coconut. And it didn't do anything as far as blurring pores. It does say it will slightly blur pores and make your skin look more refined. I didn't notice any difference whatsoever. I do have large pores in this area and they still showed through. So I didn't find it made my makeup last longer. It didn't make my makeup go on nicer. I honestly don't really see much use or benefit to this product either. Except maybe the skincare properties, because it does say it's supposed to be hydrating, and the coconut items that are in there are supposed to be good as far as skincare. So perhaps it's not visible what's going on. The next item is the highlighter. It's a very beautiful gold. It's a liquid and it's really, really pretty. It's not chunks of glitter. It's just like a soft glow. Very, very pretty and shimmery. So I've used it several different ways. One of them is, it says you can use it several different ways. You can use it under makeup, which I have done. You can use it mixed with your foundation, which I have done, and I did today. And you can also use it as a liquid highlighter, which I've also done today. So I'm kind of overkill on that. I did try under makeup and then putting the foundation on top, but I found the mixing technique was a little bit better. You kind of saw the shimmer a little bit more, and I don't like putting foundation on top of things like that. Sometimes I find my foundation kind of disturbs the product underneath. So I did the mix method. I've done it with a brush and I've also done it with Beauty Blender. I didn't really notice too much difference in between the two techniques. As far as, I did get a nice shimmery, glowy, gold, warm tone to my skin, which I did really enjoy. I'm not really seeking radiance or glow. My skin is very oily, so I find I already have a lot of shine to my skin already, so I kind of like to strategically place highlighters kind of just right here and above my lip a little bit, just to give a little bit of extra glow. And I tend to gravitate towards Becca products. I find whenever I wear Becca, I get a lot of compliments because they don't sit in my fine lines around my eyes. So with this particular product, I used it as a highlighter on top. Just my own personal preference. I'm not crazy about a liquid highlighter. I found it a little bit difficult to blend and slightly disturbed my foundation that was underneath. Just very slightly, nothing major. I used it on my brow bone, but I found it a little bit difficult to work with as a liquid. I prefer it powder, and then I can dip a brush and then strategically place it, whereas with the liquid I'm kind of dabbing, and then it's kind of disturbing my foundation, then disturbing my eye makeup, then getting into my eyebrow a little. So I did find it a little bit difficult to work with as far as using it as a liquid highlight. But I did quite enjoy mixing it with my foundation and getting a nice glowy, shimmery look without being chunky glitter. So this was kind of a, not a fail, and it wasn't a love. It's okay. I find it very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This one is a little bit greasier, shinier. This has more of a matte finish, even though it's shimmery, but the liquid that's in here isn't as wet as this one, and this one just seems greasy. I can't think of a better word than greasy, but they kind of have the same effect, and I would probably use them as same type of ways. I would mix this in with foundation, and I would mix this in with foundation. So I am going to continue to use it. I don't love it. It's not, for me, it's not amazing, and I wouldn't repurchase it again, but I will use it, and it is quite lovely. Lastly is the lip gloss, and it's called French Tickler. It's a very, very pale peachy pink, and it's got a shimmer in it that's like a blue sparkle, if you can believe it. I'm actually wearing it on top of my lipstick today. It is very sheer. I was hoping it was going to be like my favorite lip gloss of Marc's called Raw Raw, but it's incredibly sheer. So I'll show you right there. And I brought Raw Raw down with me to place it next to it so you can see the difference. Because Raw Raw, if you look at it in the tube next to this, they look almost identical. This one just looks tad lighter. This one tad lighter with a little bit of blue iridescent shimmer in it, which you can barely see on the lips. I had to look with a magnifying mirror to see if I could see it on my lips. From me to you, you wouldn't be able to see. So those are the two colors side by side on this skin. So my Raw Raw is definitely more pigmented, and I can wear it alone. This one, unfortunately, I couldn't wear it alone. It's just way too sheer. Unless you just want a shiny lip, then this would be okay. But I think this is more of a lip topper. But it is a nice size. I know it's not a full size, but I don't go through full lip glosses very often. Although that being said, I definitely will buy a full size of this Raw Raw because I love it so much. So anyway, this is very nice, and it's like all the other Marc Jacobs lip glosses, which I just love right now. They have like a nice little bit of a mint scent to them, not like a plumping mint, but just a nice subtle mint, which is quite nice. So all in all, this is a great value. These products, I think they're $55 each. So getting them in this set, you get an amazing deal. So if you've used these products before and you really enjoy them, then this is definitely the route to go, and you get a nice little package in a nice little gift set, and then it's all your favorite staples there. Or if you wanted to try Marc Jacobs products but just don't want to pay the full price but just want to dabble and try them out, then definitely give them a try. But if you're looking for a new setting spray or a primer, I would probably try something else. I don't think that they are that great, and like I mentioned, that spray is the pump itself definitely needs some work. So I will be leaving a review on the Sephora website about that, because I think they need to look into that pump and design something else, because it's just not very nice as far as a setting spray. So all in all, that's my impression. I know I'm not really much help. It's not good, it's not bad, but it's not great. But I just wanted to give you my opinion from a oily skin person, 40 plus, where I don't want extreme highlight, and I don't need extremely long wear makeup either. So that's my opinion, and I hope it helped you. If you like this video, please click like. And if you'd like to see more videos of mine, I post a lot of beauty tips, skincare, health, lifestyle, travel, specifically for people over 40, but for anybody really. Then please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget the notification bell so you keep up to date with all my latest videos. I usually post a couple every week. So thank you so much for watching and joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!